What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another episode of the Bring the Juice podcast. Just wanted to update you on a few different injuries with the Colts. Obviously, cornerback Kenny Moore left yesterday's practice with a groin injury. Frank Reich says that he will be out at least a week. He also said that Kemoko Turay, who got injured last year with that ankle injury in the Kansas City game, is making good progress. He doesn't say when his first practice will be, but that certainly is an encouraging sign. Other potential injuries of note, T.Y. Hilton and Trey Burton, they were not injured. They had rest days. Xavier Rhodes was home with an illness today. So the fortunate part is there's no major injuries for the Colts at this current time. That certainly is encouraging. And with Kenny Moore, the most significant injury, I say, just let him rest it up. There's no need to rush him back into this. Give him a chance to, continue to heal up as much as he can, because the Colts play here in only a few weeks when they kick off in Jacksonville. And I believe it's less than a month now, which is absolutely crazy. But those are some of the injuries. Some cool things from Colts land today. Really some cool things about Jonathan Taylor. It's really been, there's a lot of awesome things being tweeted and talked about Jonathan Taylor. Had some really big runs today. I saw our friend Kevin Bowen. He even said that the offense was hooting and hollering because Jonathan Taylor was having defensive backs literally bouncing off of him in an attempt to tackle him, which is absolutely nuts. We know Jonathan Taylor, after seeing him yesterday and just the physical freak that he is, certainly encouraging to see him already making defenders looking silly. Another interesting thing with the kicking battle. So Chase McLaughlin and Rodrigo Blankenship are kind of neck and neck right now with this kicking battle. They both hit perfect kicks today from 47 yards and 52 yards. Michael Pittman also was catching some passes from Phillip Rivers, which was exciting. Malik Hooker had a nice breakup today. Yeah, so there's some encouraging things. I know Taekwon Wilson, the recently acquired safety, also had an interception today, which is interesting. So, yeah, I mean, there's just a few different updates, which I think are very notable. Taekwon Lewis, who we've talked about a lot, seemed like he had another really good day today at training camp. So certainly encouraging for him. He felt like physically and mentally, he feels like he's in the best place he's ever been since he was drafted. That certainly is encouraging. I feel like Taekwon Lewis, even though we never really heard about it, probably struggled a little bit with just confidence in, not playing a lot, being a healthy scratch a lot of times last year. So certainly encouraging to see Taekwon Lewis have another strong day here in day 2 of full pads. It's really tricky when before pads to kind of see how some of these guys are progressing, but Taekwon Lewis is a guy that is going to have one of these type of training camps where he's standing out every single day, because if not, I mean, Taekwon Lewis could be a cut candidate. I mean, we've talked about that a lot. We think that's a potential for Taekwon Lewis, but certainly some encouraging things from training camp. Paris Campbell also had a few different things, some pretty good routes today, and he said he's feeling very comfortable. He knows his role within this offense, and he's having fun on the football field, which is certainly a good sign for him. I'm trying to find the quote from Lewis that I think is really intriguing, just kind of on him and his overall mental state, his overall physical state, all those things. I just wanted to touch on those real fast. Let me find it here. So yeah, Taekwon Lewis basically said, like I said, he feels the best physically that he's ever felt at this point in his NFL career. He worked hard this offseason to get back to the foundation that made him a star at Ohio State and one of the standouts, the reason why he was drafted in the second round. He's got a good relationship with Brian Baker, the new defensive line coach. He believes the best is yet to come. So those are awesome things to hear from Taekwon Lewis's camp. I'm certainly excited to see what happens for him in the rest of this training camp. Obviously, we won't be able to see him in the preseason, but certainly seems like he's making a strong case to make this final 53-man roster. I really hoped he would. I'm a big Taekwon Lewis guy. I think he's got all the talent in the world. He just got to focus in, get physically and mentally there. It seems like he's taken the steps this offseason to do that. So those are some of the updates from training camp. So we'll let you know as training camp goes along, some more updates throughout the day. But thanks, guys, so much. And as always, go Colts.